it's starting to become right up there with who's the next Batman and who's the next James Bond. The movie fan community has been kind of rabidly talking about who's going to be in Fantastic Four ever since they announced at that Disney Investors Day call a number of years ago that Fantastic Four was coming. Everyone wants to know who's going to play Sue Storm, who's going to play, Reed Richards, who's going to play Johnny Storm, who's going to play Ben Grimm, who's going to be Dr. Doom. So everybody's talked about. We talked about a lot on this show, as a matter of fact. Well, a new report has come out that's gaining traction around. I thought we needed to address it. That Margot Robbie has been flat out offered the role of Sue Storm. Now, I want to point out something right off the top, because I had a number of people writing to me, like very excitedly, John, did you hear that Margot Robbie's been offered the role of Sue Storm? And it's legit because it's coming from all these different news sources. And they listed all these websites that are reporting it. Understand, none of those websites are reporting it. What the websites are doing is telling you that they saw somebody say it, and they all came from the same spot, which is one individual's Twitter. Now, a reputable individual, for sure, not always right, but a reputable one. But I just want to make clear that it's not like, all these websites have independently verified that Margot Robbie has been offered. They all got the information from the same one person. So I just want to put that out there and make sure we take that with that grain of salt, right? So could this be true? I don't think it is. And that's not to say I don't think anybody's lying. I just don't think the information is accurate. I don't believe that this is true at this point, for a couple of reasons. But here's the neat thing about this report. The neat thing about this report is that it can never be proven wrong, right? And that's not anybody's fault. I'm not blaming anybody for that. That's just the way it is. It's a report that can never be proven wrong, because you can report that Margot Robbie has been offered the gig. Well, if she doesn't end up being Sue Storm, you say, well, she didn't accept it. Right? We'll never know for sure. But I just believe that if somebody as high profile as Margot Robbie was indeed gotten to the point that a studio as high profile as Marvel on a project as high profile as the Fantastic Four actually made the high profile move of offering the role to Margot Robbie, I don't think it's just one person on Twitter that this information would have gotten to. I think we would be seeing it in Variety, The Hollywood Reporter, stuff like that. Not that there aren't exceptions to that, and sometimes it does happen that way. It does. I'm pointing that out. Sure. But it's not the norm. It's not the norm. So I don't believe this is happening. I don't believe this report at all. Now that being said, if you are like me and don't believe this is true, I think you also, like me, need to keep a couple things in mind about why this is such an interesting proposition. Margot Robbie is an Academy Award nominated actress. She is a mega star right now. Like there's star and then there's mega star. Right now, Margot Robbie is a mega star. And I think her upcoming Barbie movie is only going to boost that even more. Because I'll tell you what, as somebody who did not have a lot of interest in this Barbie movie, after watching all the stuff they showed us at CinemaCon, it's won me over. I am officially won over to this Barbie movie. And I think it's going to be good. I don't think it's going to be a $1 billion film, but it's just going to even increase her profile even more. So there's that. On top of that, being Academy Award nominated actress, being a megastar in this business right now. Look at this image. Or where'd it go? I don't know if we can bring up the, let's just bring up on screen the full, the main thumbnail here. If we still got the main, the main thumbnail. Look, come on. Tell me, look me in my cold, dead eyes that is not perfect. Tell me that is not Sue Storm. I mean, that is pretty much, I think, what a lot of people, since being kids, if you were to envision the physical representation off the comic book page of what Sue Storm might look like, tell me that doesn't look like a whole 2 scoops of perfect. That looks great. She would look great in the role. And you know me, I think looking right for the role should be very low on the priority list. But again, Academy nominated actress, one of the biggest stars in the world right now. I think she's obviously got experience in the comic book genre, playing Harley Quinn. And by the way, even though I did not like Birds of Prey and the Fabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn, even though I didn't like that movie, I've always liked her portrayal as Harley Quinn. I think she's great in it. But to add to the list, her time as Harley Quinn is probably coming to an end, right? She's even talked about other people maybe playing Harley Quinn, stuff like that. So it's not that big of a thing to say, hey, the dance card's open. She likes doing the comic book films. So look, again, to be clear, I do not believe the report. I do not think that she will end up being Sue Storm. But you cannot discount it as a valid possibility when you actually consider all the pros that go along with it. So I don't know, Chris, you saw this story has been going around. Margot Robbie as Sue Storm. Number one, do you believe it, not believe it? And then number two, what would you see as some of the pros and cons for believing it or not believing it?
Well, John, as you know, when it comes to Marvel casting, I trust and love no one. I have been burned too many times before. And also, I feel like every single day it is a new actress is definitely going to be Sue Storm.
Yep.
Right? We've already gone through, I think, 2 this week now, because there was the Mila Kunis rumor and now this.
That was an odd one, the Mila Kunis one. Yeah, that was a weird one.
And when she talked about it on late night too, she was like, I don't know. Apparently, if you have lunch with people, you're in a Marvel movie. What the hell? So I really don't think this is factual, although I could understand why Marvel would reach out to her. She's a fabulous actress, an Academy caliber actress. She is super hot right now. She has so many great films. Babylon didn't do as well as everyone hoped.
But she was great in it.
But she was really, really great in it. She always delivers. She really commits 100%. Erin Cummings had the great privilege of working with her too.
Yep, and the Playboy Club, I believe. Yeah.
Rude. So.
Was it? No, it was the Playboy.
No, it was the airline show.
Oh, because Erin was also in the Playboy Club.
Oh, okay. I was like,
there was a one-season show called the Playboy Club, and I thought that was the one she worked with Margot Robbie on.
No, I thought it was the one where they were stewardesses.
That might have been it. Yeah, there's Pan Am. Yeah. There was also Astronaut Wives. And there was the
I thought you were being cheeky. My bad.
No. There was actually a show called the Playboy Club.
Never mind.
Okay, never mind.
But they worked together on Pan Am, and she always talked about how Margot was just so lovely and wonderful to work with and sweet. And, you know, we always
met her parents. Erin actually had dinner with her and her parents.
Yeah. And Erin was like, I think she's going to do really well.
She's going to be okay.
She's going to be fine.
Yeah.
So I would love to see her in the Marvel Universe. I've loved her in DC. I think she's just incredible. But, you know, honestly, I think there's so many actresses who would do really, really well with Sue Storm. And it depends on how they're going to have this Sue be, right? We don't really know how this character is going to manifest in this universe yet. And so I think there's a lot of other names on the table that could do just as fine. But if it is her, we're in for a treat.
You know, there's another name that's going around right now, which, by the way, I have no knowledge if there's any credibility to it at all. But the name that's being thrown around right now a lot for Reed Richards seems to be Adam Driver.
Yes.
Right. Again, I have no firsthand knowledge if there's any validity to that. All I can tell you is that I know that he met with some people, but I have no idea if there's truth to this Reed Richards thing. Could you see? I mean, this is really the first couple of Marvel, like Reed Richards and Sue Storm, right? Could you see? I mean, we've seen Adam Driver with Scarlett Johansson. We've seen, you know, these matches. Could you see Adam Driver and a Margot Robbie having good on-screen chemistry? Because the chemistry of Reed Richards and Sue Storm is going to be paramount.
Yeah, it's non-negotiable.
Could you see that working out well?
I think so. I've never seen them do anything together, but I think so. Adam Driver seems to be able to make things work with a lot of people. He's a great actor too. He's another Academy caliber actor. He's so talented. That's really what I think this is all going to come down to, is those chemistry tests between Reed and Sue, because if you don't believe that they are, you know, that they're endgame, that they are meant for each other, then the whole thing kind of falls apart. Because if they are going to be that first family, you really, really have to have that connection there. Otherwise, it's totally moot.
I still have my money on Jodie Comer being the.
I would love Jodie Comer. She's so talented.
I still believe she will be the one who gets announced.
She's great.
Again, I'm not saying that's fact.
I saw rumors the other day too about Kristen Bell. I mean, I feel like right now it's kind of, there's a blonde actress. Is she Sue Storm?
By the way, I adore Kristen Bell. I can't see her as Sue Storm.
No.
I could see her in a lot of stuff. I couldn't see her in Sue Storm.
Yeah.
But, all right, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? There is a report going around that Margot Robbie has been offered the role of Sue Storm in the upcoming Fantastic Four. I personally don't believe it, but there's enough pros there that I couldn't blame you if you do. So what do you think about this? Number one, do you believe the report? Number two, let's say the report was true. Could you see Margot Robbie playing Sue Storm? Do you think she'd be good in the role? Whatever you guys think, jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. We want to thank a sponsor of this video, Mint Mobile. From the gas pump to the grocery store, your utility bills and favorite streaming services, inflation is everywhere. Seriously, make it stop. Thankfully, there's one company out there that's giving you a much needed break. It's Mint Mobile. As the first company to sell premium wireless service online only, Mint Mobile lets you order from home and save a ton with phone plans starting at just $15 a month. You guys know that ever since I switched to Mint Mobile, I've been saving almost 70% a month over my old phone plan. For people looking for extra savings this year, Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. By going online only and eliminating the traditional cost of retail, Mint Mobile passes the significant savings on to you. All of their plans come with unlimited talk and text plus high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and keep your same phone number along with all your existing contacts. Switch to Mint Mobile and get premium wireless service starting at just $15 a month. To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month and get the plan shipped to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/Campea. That's mintmobile.com/Campea. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Campea.